Hi FLOSSTUBE, it's Jeannie again. I'm not sure what number FLOSSTUBE this is, so I will have that in the title. But I am back today to show you just a few things. I have a start and a finish. I'm going to show you the progress that I've made on some of the whips that I have. I haven't worked on everything, so I'm only going to show you what I've worked on. And then I have some stash, some shopping haul, I guess, to show you. So let me start with my start, and my start and finish is the same thing. And you guys, when we went through my mom's things, I found lots of embroidery floss, and you guys, some of this is really old. I think some of it was probably my grandma's, but I found all colors. But I mean, there were huge bags of these skeins of green and red, and so, and I had heard both. I'd heard some cross stitchers. Michelle Garrett, Bendy, Stitchy, and then Simply in Stitches, Tina, talk about doing the Mr. Xstitch cross stitch project, and he is doing, and I'm showing this pattern because it's free online, but he asked stitchers across the country to stitch up one of these patterns to that he's doing in an art installation in England. And I loved the idea. My mom loved to travel, and I loved the idea of using some of these vintage flosses to stitch up a bauble and send it over to him and have it displayed kind of in my mom's name. So that's what I decided to do. So I ended up doing the striped one, and I started it and finished it. And so this was kind of my Christmas in July. I didn't officially participate in any Christmas in July stitch alongs or anything like that, but this was kind of what I did for the month of July. And so, and Michelle Garrett has graciously agreed to collect these and send them over, and I think they're due sometime in September. So anyway, so this is the bauble that I did, and I just did the striped one, and I was going to do it all just really simple in this dark green and red, but then I was afraid I wouldn't have quite enough. The dark green skein was not full, and I was afraid I wouldn't have enough, so there was this pretty variegated green in there as well, so I just added that in for some interest. So, and these needed to be on 14 count or 28 count, so they're all the same size, and I haven't ironed this yet, but it's just super simple. Came out, I think it looks fine. So, but I have to say, you guys, I used a hoop for the first time, which was okay. I used just a wooden hoop that I had. Actually, I think it was my mom's too. That's in this bag. But also, I have to say, you guys, this vintage thread, most of it is JP Coats, but there's some, and you can tell by it's called Boil Fast. I mean, it's old, you guys, and boy, did it not. Oh my gosh. And I had forgotten I got some beeswax, and I had forgotten I got that till after I was done with it. So I don't even want to show you the back, because there's a few, those little tiny knots that it doesn't really shorten your thread length, and you don't really notice it till you're several stitches down the road. So yeah, so I have, the back is not gorgeous, but anyway, I thought, like I said, I'm really excited to have this in that art installation. So that was my start and my finish, and that's kind of mostly what I've been working on. But I've been working on a few other things, and I think I showed you this, or at least I told you about this next one. My daughter's best friend is pregnant with her first baby, and so I am stitching her up some bibs. And my daughter loves penguins, and so this is a leaflet, you guys, that I had. It's called by Graphic Arts. Lynn Waters Busa is the artist. But you guys, it's from the 80s, and I got it in the 80s. So this is one of in my old stash, but I am doing this bib with these little penguins on there. And let me show you where I'm at on that. I'm almost done. I'm doing the back stitching now, and this is one of those Charles Craft little velour, let's see if I can show it to you, little velour pullover bibs. But you guys, this has been a pain to stitch on. The weave is really It's really floppy. It's really, the stitch, it's really hard to get good coverage. It's hard to get good stitch tension. To me, this just looks really sloppy, even though I tried really hard to make it neat. It's like when you pull the thread tight, it actually squishes the weave. So this has not been very enjoyable to stitch on. I don't know if you can tell, but I have these two. Let me see if I can show you. I have these two penguins are back stitched. These ones are not yet. And of course I don't have have little French knots for their eyes. But so I'm almost done with this, but I have 2 more of these. I was going to do 3 bibs for her, and now I'm just like, I don't know. I might do something else, make a little pillow or something, because I'm just not really enjoying stitching on these, but maybe I'll grin and bear it. We do know now that the baby is a boy, so the patterns we originally chose were neutral, kind of neutral in gender, but I think we might switch it up a little bit. But anyway, so here is the Charles Crafts bib, and this is the first one I've done. She's due in October, so I need to get on it. But anyway, so that's that. That one's almost done. I hope to finish that one this week. And then I did work a little bit on my Irish Blessing by Twisted Threads, and I'll show you my progress on that. Not a ton from the last time you saw it. I think I got, and I haven't taken this out. It's loose in the Q-snap, but I haven't taken it out. But I believe I got a lot of these words done since you've seen it. I'm working on, this will actually be another one of these shamrocks down here. So anyway, so that's where I am. Let me put it down so you guys can, so hopefully it can focus. So you can see that's where I am on Irish Blessing, and this one is on 16 count dirty Ada, and I'm using the called for fancy floss with this. There's only 3 colors in it. So anyway, so that is that one, and I have my other Irish Blessing I haven't even pulled out and worked on. So but that's that one. I think I'm gonna work on that one a little bit today. And then I also made a little bit of progress on my first Nora design that I'm doing, and this is one of the Petite Mermaids. This is for my daughter. I was hoping to have it done by her birthday in September, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, so this is the pattern. This is Luce Mia, and I am stitching, and I'll show you guys, let me get this out to show you. I ended up needing to make a working copy, and I'm going to put my hand over it so you can't see it, but I ended up I made the copy bigger, and I am having to, I decided to do cross country on this. I haven't tried parking. I keep saying I'm going to, and I haven't. But I made a mistake in this when I was doing that. So now I made a working copy, and I'm highlighting. So, and let me show you. I think I had just a little bit of her first hair color, and I started this one from the top. So I only have 2 colors in, and this one is on a hand dyed by Stephanie. It's called April Showers, and it's an opalescent. And this one is 18 count, and I've been corresponding with Ladybird Stitcher, that's Lorna in Australia. She does a bunch of mirabilias, and they're beautiful. And I told her this is supposed to be on 32 count, but I haven't found a lot of the hand dyed places, you guys, that have 16 count Ada. And so I got 18 count because I didn't want, you know, these mirabilias are huge, and I didn't want it to be as big as it would have been on like 14 count, so or you know, whatever, and I couldn't find 16 count in the fabric that I wanted. So long story short, I did 18 count, and then she reminded me, that's fine, Jeannie, but the beads might not fit. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope they do. I may have to adjust the beads a little bit. I've never beaded before, so it's an adventure. But anyway, so yeah, so I had to break down and again make a working copy. And also I'm hoping I think I left myself 3.5 inches at the top, because I really want it. I don't know if you can see on this fabric, but it's blue and pink, different blues and pinks, and I really wanted the bulk of her on this lighter pink area. But this fabric is so pretty, I hope I have enough that you can see the fabric when I frame it. But Anyway, so starting to see the shape of her hair, and since I started at the top, there's mostly confetti in there. I mean, I think I started at the hardest part. I think by the time I get down to her skin and her tail, it's going to be a little bit easier because there's not as many color changes. But anyway, I had to take out a whole bunch, had to frog a whole bunch and start over because I missed a row of stitching, and so that's when I broke down and made my working copy. So that is Lucia Mia by Nora Corbett, and I am enjoying it. And the last thing I've been working on, you guys, is my wave, this wave kit by Reolus. And let me take this out so you don't have the glare. So this is the picture. And this is the one, if you haven't seen my previous videos, this is the one that my husband actually got me for Mother's Day. And he just ordered it off Amazon because he liked it. And kind of surprised me with it and said, hey, would you stitch this? And I'm like, yeah, I'll stitch it. So anyway, so and I have to say, you guys, these are nice quality kits. In my opinion, it's Anchor Floss and Zweigart, Ada. And this is on 14 count. I thought about using a smaller count so it's not so huge, but my husband's like, no, but the bigger the better. So anyway, so I'm doing it on the called for fabric and or the fabric that came in the kit. I am a little bit concerned. I don't think there's going to be very much of a border. It may be an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So we'll see. Framing might be interesting, but I did make a little bit more progress on it. And this one, you guys, it's kind of surprising because there are big blocks of color in it. I am highlighting this one as well. I thought about doing trying parking on this one, and so far I haven't done it, but anyway, but this one, whenever I work on it, I don't want to stop working on it. I don't want to put it down. So but anyway, I am enjoying it. So anyway, so that's where I am on the wave, and I am highlighting that one. This is a full color chart, which is a little bit different. I've never worked on a colored chart before, so it's a little bit different, but again, like I said, good quality. I like the Anchor threads. I think they knot maybe even a little bit less than DMC, and you know, so far so good on that. So I'm enjoying that. Slow going, but you know how that goes. So let's talk about stash enhancement. I've been kind of bad lately, you guys. I did place an order with Julie at Gulf Coast Stitchers, and she is wonderful and gets you your things really quickly. So I did order a few things from her, and I did get this. This is a, I can't remember if this one is French or Italian, but it's and hopefully you can see, this one actually, it came to me a little bit later. This is a Halloween chart. It's called Halloween in the Rain, and you guys, I have so many memories and pictures of my kids trick-or-treating in the pouring rain in Indiana. So this one really appealed to me, but anyway, I guess it was missing some pages, so she sent it a little bit later, and she sent me some Pat Carson's needles, which are my favorite, and 26 is my favorite size, so way to go, Julie. But anyway, so this so I got this from her, and then she showed these By the Bay patterns, and which I love, again, the perspective of these, where you have kind of the tree in the foreground and then the town and the water in the background. So I got the Halloween Cove one, and look at the pirate ship, isn't that fun? And then the little graveyard and the little cat and everything, and then also this is the Christmas Cove, and so pretty little sleigh. But you guys, these, I'm gonna have to do these on even weaver linen, because the foreground is, according to the pattern, the foreground is over 2, and then the background is over 1. So I think I'm gonna have to get brave and get away from Ada and try those. But that is what I got from Julie. Highly recommend her shop. And then I've been watching Garrett from Coffee Stitcher, and I think he's also the Stitch Mania, one of the moderators of Stitch Mania, but he does a bunch of Soda Stitch, and I fell in love with his Wizard of Oz Soda Stitch, and so I ended up ordering some of the patterns, and I ended up getting a bundle on Amazon. You guys, I have had my identity stolen a couple of times using PayPal, like on Etsy, so don't really use PayPal anymore, so my options were pretty limited. I had to get my stuff through Amazon. So I ended up getting, I thought it was a better deal to get the bundle of 6 of these fairy tale ones. So this one is Hansel and Gretel. Snow White. Snow White's cute. I look at the 7 Dwarfs are really cute. But this was one I wanted really. I wanted a lot because my kids were actually Hansel and Gretel, or the Big Bad Wolf, and Little Red Riding Hood for Halloween one year, and so I really wanted this one, so I got this one. This one is Anne of Green Gables. It's cute. I don't know if I'll stitch it. I might give some of these away. But here's the Wizard of Oz. I really wanted this one. And Garrett did a really cool conversion of this castle into the Emerald City. And then he also gave the Wicked Witch of the West the green skin. And I think I'm going to steal that from Garrett. So loved it. And he's so great, you guys, about answering questions. So if you just leave questions on his videos, he does a Q&A at the beginning. And he's helped me a lot. He's answered a lot of my questions. So anyway, but love this pattern. Look at the little chest of the Tin Man. Isn't he cute? So anyway, so I'm excited to stitch that one. And then Alice in Wonderland came with it too. And like I said, I might do a giveaway on some of these. I don't think that I'll stitch, but so I got those, and I actually have, I'm embarrassed to say, but I have a couple more coming. In fact, I had to email them because I wanted the Little Mermaid one of the fairy tale one, so I got that one's coming too, and I had to buy that one individually. I also purchased some kits on, I think these were mostly on Amazon. And I've been wanting to start a Halloween project, and as you can see, I've purchased a lot of Halloween charts. I even have one kitted up, but I really wanted to do a kit, and I never did get, if you saw my last one of my videos back, I bought a kit at Hobby Lobby, and it didn't have the chart in it. And they said they sent it to me and I never received it. So I need to follow up on that too. I keep forgetting. But anyway, so I really kind of wanted to do a Halloween kit so I don't have to worry about choosing the fabric and everything. So I saw this one on Amazon. It's called Bewitched, and it's by Orca Graphics. And it's just this really cute jack-o'-lantern and an acorn and leaves. I love the colors in it. It looks like it's pretty confetti heavy. And it looks like it's 14 count. Ada, but nice. The floss is nicely organized, so I got that one, and I may start that one soon. And then I also got this Busilla kit, the 4 Seasons. Now this one is actually on even weave. The fabric is even weave, but I thought this pattern was so pretty. And this kit looks a little worse for the wear. It wasn't very expensive. It's from 2010, 2011, but ooh, it's 28 count even weave. But I just thought the 4 Seasons, I'm into seasonal things right now, but I thought I love stuff with clouds in it, and I thought those were all really pretty. So, and I love how the border changes. So I got that. Don't know when I'll start it. And then I also got these Dimensions. I wanted to do some more Christmas ornaments, and I got these Christmas jars by Dimensions. I love the colors in these. Thought they were really cute. And then these are on like a plastic canvas, and I've never stitched on that before, but it has the wires to finish them and the floss. So I'm not sure if I'll do it on the canvas or if I'll do it on cloth. But anyway, I thought those were cute, and so I got those. And then I also bought these. Again, I'm kind of on a seasonal kick, and I decided to get these. These are Design Works, designed by Jim Shore, and they're the seasonal angels. And you guys, I'm not even really into angels. I don't know. These just kind of appeal to me. They came up on my feed on Amazon, and I really like the little scenes in their skirts. I'm not sure, I'm not crazy about their faces. So I'm thinking about maybe doing, potentially even leaving off the wings. I don't know. But I'm thinking about maybe kind of switching their faces over to more like a Mirabilia face. I don't know, but what I'll do, but I ended up getting all 4 of them. So this is, and I don't know that I'll stitch the border. They all have the same border, and I'm not sure that I'll do that either. I also don't think I want to do them on white. They come with white Ada, but I might try my hand at dyeing the Ada, to have all their backgrounds the same, and maybe a light blue or kind of a cloudy color. But anyway, so, but I got them all. So I got, here, this is the Autumn Angel, the Spring Angel, and I actually prefer these ones that are holding something rather than like having their hands in prayer or whatever. So, but I just love the colors and how intricate the angel is. Like I said, I don't know that I'll do the border. I don't know. So, but there's the Spring Angel. Here's the Summer Angel. Love the scene on her dress with the sheep and the little barn and everything, but their faces are, I don't know. I'm not super crazy about their faces, so I might need to do something different with that. But that's Summer Angel, and then here's Winter Angel. And I think she's got really pretty colors too, and I love that scene with those woodland animals in her skirt. So, yep. So I'm toying with leaving off the wings and the halo, maybe not making them angels, maybe not doing the border. I don't know. I'll just have to see what strikes me because I'm not anywhere near ready to start those. So anyway, that is my my stash. I got more than I can probably stitch in a lifetime, so I gotta stop buying. But I actually bought some stuff on Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery today because they're having 30% off sale. So I did get a couple things on there today, downloads. But other than that, that has been my Stitchy progress. I have been doing a little paper crafting, and so I think my next video will probably be a paper crafting video. I've been doing some card making and a little bit of scrapbooking, so kind of getting in the mood to get back into that. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.